This week, I'm chilling in my room, and I was eating, I think, some berries and strawberries, blackberries. So I go to the kitchen to wash my plate. At this specific, God put me in the kitchen at that specific time. He wanted me to be there. He strategically placed me in that kitchen at that exact time. And through my front door, there's a glass that I could see if anybody walks up front. And it's like the blurry glass. I don't know how to explain it, where you can't see who it is, but you see that there's somebody there. So somebody goes to the front door, and I'm thinking it's the Amazon guy or the mail guy just dropping off one of my packages. But they're usually there for at most 5 seconds, if that. They just drop the package, scan it, leave. This person was there for a solid 10 seconds. So I was a little bit sketched. I was like, that's weird. That's really weird. So I walk up to the door, open the door, and look and see two little kids running away with my fucking package. And I'm like, these little fuckers. So I scream in my man voice. I'm like, hey! And they immediately like freeze. So I walk up to them. I was like, what are you doing with my package? And he was like just mumbling like, I'm like, why did you take my package? I'm like, where are your parents? And then this is the funniest part because one kid stopped and the other kid kept going. The other kid that kept going, bro, I saw them multiple times afterwards. You know what I mean? We live in the same community. They literally live in my apartment complex. But
Right.
the second kid that ran away, he did the most little kid shit ever. He hid standing up behind a bush. And like as I would walk by him, he would just like keep scooting to the side. And I literally walked by him. I'm like, I see you behind that bush. He just kept going like this. I'm like, bro, no way. And so I tell the kid, I'm like, take me to your parents. So he's like nervous and he's mumbling. He's like, no, I didn't mean, and I didn't know what to do. And he's like 8 years old. And I'm feeling bad at the same time. I'm like, fuck this little kid. But at the same time, if I teach him this lesson now, maybe I'm actually helping him from fucking being in some shit in the future, So I'm teaching him a lesson. So I'm like, nah, tell me where your parents are. So he starts leading me to the wrong direction because he starts leading me to the parking lot. And I'm like, you're taking me to the parking lot. So I put the fear of God in him. I said, it's either you take me to your parents, or I'm going to tell management, and then the management is going to kick your parents out. You don't want to get kicked out. And then he's like, no, please. And then he starts walking me to his parents. He's like, no, please don't tell my parents. Please don't tell my parents. And I'm like, like I feel bad, but I also have so much anger built up because, bro, imagine how many packages these little kids already fucking stole. And I've had a package stolen here before. So I'm already thinking like it was probably you or one of your friends or whatever the case may be. So I knock on the door. And this, she was clearly not American. I think she was either European or Middle Eastern. She had like a heavy accent, but she looks up at me. Immediately, the little kid just starts crying, like hysterically, like, yeah, runs up to her, hugs her, and points at me. So immediately, she's already like, what the fuck did you do to my kid? And I'm standing there, but I'm keeping my composure, and I'm like standing up like firm, like mad, like I look angry. And I tell her exactly what happened. I'm like, listen, your kid just stole my package, and if it happens again, I'm going to let the management know. So you deal with this. And I grabbed the other package that they stole that was from from some other apartment, and I said, here, you take this.
You grabbed it from his hand?
It was from the other kid's hand, and I said it was already open too. I told her, you take this to the apartment, whoever it is, and you let them know the situation that happened. Honestly, I should have remembered the apartment number because I didn't. I was so angry, I just reacted.
Yeah, but you know how to get back there, no?
What do you mean? I know how to. Well, I mean, yeah, I guess, but I don't want to knock back on the door and be like, hey, did you take? I don't need to do all that. You know what I mean? Like it already happened. That little kid already like looks at me like I'm the devil. As soon as I walk by, they're like,
That's like some Brazil shit.
That's some Brazil
Packages
shit,
getting
bro.
stolen and
By
stuff.
kids, by children.
I heard certain New York neighborhoods they do that a lot too.
They do that out here all the time, bro. What, are you kidding me? They do that everywhere. I had a friend. She sent me a video of, because they have, what's that little doorbell that has a camera on it? You know what I'm talking about? A Ring bell or something
Right.
like that. But
Yeah, it's like from Amazon, right?
I don't know, but she has one of those, and she literally filmed a guy stealing her package.
No way.
He parked right in front of her house or her apartment, but her apartment is literally like out in the open, and he just went in there,
Yeah.
grabbed it, and left. She got his plate, turned it over to the
Wow.
police, but like, what are you really gonna do? You know,
Right.
what happens at that
Fuck,
point?
dude.
Like, do you tell Nike, or in her case, she ordered something from off of Nike? Do you tell Nike like, hey, my package got stolen? Did they replace it, or is it whoever shipped it? Is it their liability?
Yeah, it's whoever shipped it because I've had some items that got damaged for like selling it on eBay and shit, and USPS like already adds insurance when you ship it out. So, I got like $50 back or $100 back depending on how much the insurance cost that you're paying for, I think.
True.
Yeah. So they usually, but if it's like something really valuable, I don't know. I don't know how that works.
Right. Yeah, my package was like $80, bro. Those kids were about to walk away with. I would have been pissed.
Yeah, can you imagine like, buying a $3,000 lens and these kids just fucking pick up?
That's
and
exactly
pick
what
it
I
up
was
and leave?
thinking. I'm like, yo, sometimes I might order something film related. You know, it's a little bit more pricey. I'm like, what the fuck? I've been pissed.
Yeah.